Hi, welcome. This video is going to be my review for Emily Wilde's Encyclopaedia of Faeries. I really loved this. I thought it was super cozy and enjoyable. This is written in first-person perspective by Emily the character as her non-academic journal. Emily is a dryadologist, a person who studies the fair folk, and she is working on her encyclopedia. She's almost done, but she wants one more chapter on the High Fae from the north. So she travels to Useland to a small village called Ravenspeak. She travels alone except for her faithful dog Shadow, and I immediately felt for Emily. She is a super awkward person. Social interactions do not come naturally for her. And so from the first moment that she gets to Ravenspeak, she kind of starts offending people. She is such a smart person. She's a professor at Cambridge. She is smart enough to be aware of how awkward she is, but not smart enough to know how to be less awkward. I think that can be pretty relatable. It's unfortunate that her awkward social skills are causing her to offend people, the family she's boarding with, generally the people in the village. She kind of needs their help in her studies. She doesn't know the area. She needs supplies. She needs a guide, but she's not made herself super friendly. Not on purpose. She's just being herself, and herself doesn't know how to interact with people, and once offended, doesn't know how to fix it. And then in comes Wendell Bumblebee. He is a colleague of hers from Cambridge. She's not sure she fully respects him as a dryadologist. She kind of feels like he cheats a little bit. He has students doing research for him that he slaps his name on, and she is very worried that he is going to come in and try to slap his name on her research. So that kind of puts her up in arms a little bit when he first gets there. This is also in the early 20th century, and so not that there hasn't always been sexism in our world, but at that time, as a professor, she knows that she's automatically less respected and that he could easily put his name on what she is doing and people will just accept it. No questions asked. She hates that idea. She's also not sure that he's being completely honest about who he really is. So she's kind of suspicious of him for multiple reasons, but stealing research is not why he's there. And there is a lot of relationship growth in this book. During her time in Ravenspeak, Emily doesn't just learn a lot about herself as a person, she also learns a lot about how other people see her. And she learns a lot about navigating different types of relationships, which are some hard lessons for her. Relationships are something she's not good at, but she gets a lot of practice. I appreciate that as a character, Emily is super intelligent. She is considered an expert in her field. She is really good at reasoning things out, remembering some random tidbit of knowledge about the Fae that she read years ago and using it to her advantage. She's probably the most knowledgeable dryadologist that there is. She knows all the stories, all the folklore, probably more of the true facts than anyone else knows. Emily is also the type of person who is used to relying on herself, and in this book she has to learn to rely on other people. Maybe some people she would not have chosen to rely on. That's part of her relationship growth. As far as content, there is no smut. There is a male character who takes some female characters back home with him, but it doesn't show anything that they're doing. There is a little blood, couple of graphic scenes, and a couple of little creepy scenes. So I wouldn't recommend this to a reader who's too young that things like that might bother. Super light on the romance, but good friendship stuff going on. It's also probably really helpful to look up some Nordic pronunciations. I also listened to the audiobook while I was reading this, and that was really helpful for me. Overall, Emily Wilde's Encyclopaedia of Faeries was a light, easy, cozy read, very enjoyable. I hope this review was helpful. I hope you enjoy the book if you decide to pick it up, and I hope you come back to this channel after you have read the book for my character study on Emily. You can follow me on Instagram, my link is in the description. Subscribe here for more fantasy bookish content, and I'll see you next time. Bye!